Hey everybody, this is Davey69 and we have the finale of our series against the Astros. We're up 2-0 in the series. Feeling pretty good. We got Nola against Valdez. Yeah, I like our chances today. So let's just get right into it. Gonna leave everything as the same. It's gonna be fine. And let's go.
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Philadelphia Phillies taking on the Houston Astros. We have an absolute treat on tap today as two of the game's best pitchers go head-to-head, Singy.
Yeah, and when these two are on, it's nothing short of electric, Boog. Neither of them likes to give an inch. Fierce competitors that have been dominant all season long. Will be a legit pitching duel in this one.
First pitch coming your way next. Almost ready to get underway. And towing the slab in this one, Framber Valdez. But, Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
And a foul ball. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Here comes Bryce Harper. Looking to stay hot after yesterday's game. 4 for 5 in that one. And that's off the outside edge. Ball one. Valdez, multi-time All-Star. He features a sinker, a curve, a changeup, a slider, and he works in a four-seamer.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
3-0.
Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here.
Hey, ha!
Swing and a miss as he was late.
Well, they've clearly been trying to work him away and to change it up with a good pitch on the inside. Nice execution. That'll definitely keep him honest.
One down, base is empty. Base hit.
Batting third, right fielder, Nick Castellanos.
Nick Castellanos stands in for the Phillies. 2 for 9 so far in the series. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Around second is Harper. Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Skips in, and excellent work to corral that one. Could have been dangerous.
That's a ball.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Got him swinging. Here's Byron Buxton. Yeah, don't need much damage here. Just a base hit. Likely they'll score 2. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Oh, great stop. And don't throw for some reason as he reaches first. And on the play, a run will come in to score. Now batting Max Kepler. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon, and immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
At this point, the clean inning is over. Got to settle in, focus on the hitter, and get out of it with minimal damage.
Runners on first and third, 2 away here in the third and final game of the series. And that's downstairs. And the count is 1-2.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see it.
That's a base hit as a run scores.
Batting seventh.
Now,
third baseman,
Weston Wilson.
Really strong hitting performance recently, hitting better than .350 this month.
Swing and a miss. That's strike one.
Well, they're really running up the pitch count in this first inning. Lots of confidence from this team that is perhaps the hottest in baseball right now.
Late that time, and it's strike two.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
Caught him looking for the K. Back here with my pal Singy and today's starting pitcher, Aaron Nola.
Well, he's putting together a really nice season on the mound. ERA in the low threes. Very respectable when you consider guys are looking to do damage. They're not trying to just walk and hit singles. They're trying to hit homers and draw walks and score runs. So when you have a guy that can limit the other team from scoring more than a few runs.
And he can't come up with it. Gets off a throw, and they get him. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they clean things up for the out. And now the shortstop, Jeremy Pena. And that one ripped to left. Reaching down, makes the catch. 2 down, bases empty. Now it's Yordan Alvarez. Oh, that hit him. Gets it there in time, though, and they do get the third out of the inning. Second inning set to go, and up to the plate is JT Realmuto. Valdez back to work. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That one opts against the fence. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Batting ninth, the designated hitter.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Here's the Phillies DH, Edmundo Sosa. That one finds the zone. Strike one.
0-1.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here at the top of the second. And that one fouled off. The pitch. Oh, he hit him.
He's hit.
And that got him pretty flush. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. So the Philly batting order turns over. Trey Turner will hit next. Struck out swinging his first time. Check swing. Went around. That's strike one.
0-1.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Realmuto on second. Sosa on at first with nobody out. Pitch misses.
1-2.
Gonna count 1 and 2. Outside with a breaking ball.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Next offering way off the plate. Got him. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. And now it's Bryce Harper to the plate. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. And there's a strike.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
1-1.
2 on, 1 out. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Wins the race to the bag, and that leaves them with runners at second and third. Here's Nicholas Castellanos. Doubled his first time up. Out front, rip foul. And now the 0-1 on the ground. Whips it to first on the run. And very nicely done for the out. Bottom of the second. And now it's Christian Walker. Fouled off. He was late. In the air, left side. Hauls it in for the out. Here's the catcher, Yainer Diaz. And first offering is fouled off. High fly ball out towards left center. Brings it in. And there are two down. 2 outs, base is empty. John Singleton up next for the Astros. He swings and fouls one off.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
That one outside.
No, that's outside. Ball.
Yeah, that's ball 2. Two out, space is empty. Lifted in the air, right center field. Corrals it. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. On to the 3rd inning. This is Bryson Stott.
Second baseman, Bryson Stott.
That one misses. And that's ball 1. And that's outside. And another ball. That one misses.
Ball 4.
So a leadoff walk.
Well, just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
In the air to left center. Dubon sizes this one up. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's one away. Max Kepler at the plate. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. There's a strike. Kepler, 32 years old, and he's driven in 8 runs over his last 10 games. Stop. The runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Ball misses. The throw. Tag. And he's out.
That was a horrible jump.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And welcome back to the ballpark. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. And stepping in for the Astros, Isaac Paredes. That's in there. 0-1.
Well, Boog, you have to watch out for that filthy curveball from Noah. It's got sharp break and is considered to be one of the best pitches in the game. Hitters typically struggle to make contact with the pitch.
And down on strikes he goes. And 1 away. Here's Mauricio Dubon. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. He was late there. Strike 1. 1 out. Base is empty. Swing and a miss.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. 2 down, base is empty. So next up for Houston, Chas McCormick. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. And that skips in the dirt. McCormick matched a homer in his last game. In the air, right side. Castellanos makes the catch, and that ends the inning. Start of the fourth,
Leading off
and
for the
here is
Phillies,
Weston
third
Wilson.
baseman, Weston Wilson.
This to third. Dives, and he can't hang on. No throw, and they don't get the out.
Now batting.
And now
catcher,
it is JT Realmuto. Doubled his first time. And a foul ball.
Well, these Phillies doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. And they tack on to their lead. It's 4-0.
Sometimes too much velocity will cause a pitcher to throw through the sink, and that means that there's more four-seam action than there is sink, and that can turn into a really good pitch to hit. Well, we saw it right there. Didn't miss a stitch on that baseball. He's got himself a home run.
And here is Sosa to the plate.
1-0.
Check swing, and he went. And the count 1-1.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set him up.
This ball well hit left center field, and that splits the gap. And he's got a double.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. A well-deserved double on a great swing.
Now on the bump, Luis Garcia.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
So the lineup flips over. Here's Turner now, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Sosa leads off second with nobody out. Strike 2.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. He's going to really have to bear down.
Now he breaks his bat. Handles, throws to first, and they get Turner for the out. Here comes Bryce Harper. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. Safe. In comes the run from second. It's 5-0.
Comes through with the RBI. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
At the plate, Nick Castellanos. And it goes just foul. Man at first, 1 away. That one down the line, and it stays fair. Around second is Harper. Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out.
Putting some good swings on the ball. That's his second extra base hit in this one. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
And the batter now, Bryson Stott. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. To the right side, Altuve throws to first in time. And digging in for Philadelphia, Byron Buxton. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
No balls, 1 strike.
Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
0-2.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. That completes the strikeout, inning over. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Back here in Houston, ready to go, bottom four. Here's the Astros leadoff man, Jose Altuve. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. Whips it across, and one gone in the fourth as they get the leadoff man. Pena in the box with one away as he takes ball one. That one the other way, puts it away for the out. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's Yordan Alvarez. Check swing, and he went. That's strike one.
0-1.
Check swing, called strike. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. And that misses. 1-2 to count. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. 2 down, nobody on. Battling here as he fouls it away. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
And that one in the air, center field. Buxton sizing this one up. Makes the catch. And that's the inning. And we're back. New inning getting started. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Max Kepler. Garcia back to work. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Paredes right there to make the grab. And a quick out, number 1. Now the third baseman, Weston Wilson. And that's downstairs and outside. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That's inside. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. The other way, makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. JT Realmuto steps in.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate. Waste no time there. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Now it's going to be Edmundo Sosa. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. Next pitch,
1-1.
not close, up high. And it's fouled away. Two outs. Swing and a ground ball.
That's foul.
And that's just foul. That one just misses.
2-2.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Back here in Houston, we head to the bottom of the 5th. And now the first baseman, Christian Walker. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, these Astros, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
Castellanos makes the play, and there's
Now
one
batting,
down.
catcher,
Yainer Diaz getting ready to hit.
Diaz.
Fly to left his first time. That one finds the zone. 0-1.
And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
Swing and a miss. Aaron Nola the strikeout. So now the DH spot, John Singleton. Chris, he leads the way with the best batting average on the team. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Back here at Dyken Park, top 6. And here's the Phillies leadoff man, Trey Turner.
Shortstop, Trey Turner.
Turner pops it up. Pena hauls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting,
So
the
Harper
first
stands
baseman,
in.
Bryce Harper.
Harper, a member of the 1,000 hit club. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike. Line drive.
Well, baseball can be cool, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
Up the middle. Sends it to first. And the Phillies are set down in order. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 6th inning. And stepping in for the Astros, Isaac Paredes. First pitch just misses.
1-0.
That one hammered but pulled foul. And that is downstairs. Now 2 balls and a strike. Nola fires. Swing and a high fly ball right field. And there's one down. And next to hit for Houston, Mauricio Dubon. And ball 1. The Astros with a lot of ground to make up here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a miss. And a count 1-1.
1-1.
That one missed.
That's the ball.
And right back to the mound. Fires to first in time. 2 down, bases empty. So next up for Houston, Chas McCormick.
Chas McCormick.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Oh, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
This one in the air. Harper makes the grab, and that'll end the inning.
Now pitching.
The
for
Astros turn to a new arm on the mound, Taylor
Number
Scott.
50.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense
Leading off for the
should be
Phillies,
active.
Second baseman, Bryson Stott.
start
No,
in the
that
box
missed. That's a
here.
ball.
Lets that one go for a ball.
You know, these Phils, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings.
Hey.
They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so
1-1.
and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
On the corner for a strike.
With all those extra
1
base
ball, 2
hits, it's
strikes.
easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
Inside.
No, that's in.
2-2. And that one
Full
is
count.
inside. That one misses.
Ball 4. Take
So
your
a
base.
leadoff walk.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. A game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Puts a bunt down. Tosses to first, and that's an out on the sacrifice. And now for the Phillies, Max Kepler.
Now batting, left fielder, Max Kepler.
And first offering is fouled off. Man at second. Late on that fastball.
I think he was sitting off
0-2.
speed there.
To the right side, and foul ball. Foul ball, still 0-2. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with one
Up
out.
next for Philadelphia, third baseman,
Weston Wilson now at the plate. 1 for 3. Ball one there. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Nabs it. Runner tagging from third. He scores on the sac fly, and they're pulling away up by 7 now. JT Realmuto stands in for the Phillies.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
And the first pitch is drilled in the air out to center. Dubon. He's got it, and that is that. It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
All right, Singy, let's rewind for a second. When you heard that they were going to put a pitch clock into the game, what was your first? Here's a high fly ball out to center. Buxton moves under it, squeezes it, and there's one away. Jeremy Pena up next for the Astros.
Jeremy Pena.
One of the things,
One
though,
ball,
that
no
we've
strikes.
seen that is kind of a thread really in every sport. These are the elite players, and so they adjust, and they've done a great job adjusting.
Absolutely, and just you tip your cap to these guys because not an easy adjustment, but they look like they've been doing it their entire lives.
One down, base is empty. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The shortstop takes the ball. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. And stepping in for the Astros, Yordan Alvarez. 0 for 2 in this one. Right through there for a strike.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here. 0-2 now.
Good eye in that
That's high, that's a
spot.
ball.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. On the outside corner, got him looking.
Now pitching for
Sean
the
Dubin
Astros.
gets the ball now.
Well,
Number
walks have been a
66.
big issue for him this year, so I expect these hitters to be patient up there.
Edmundo Sosa stands in for the Phillies. Swing and a chopper out to short. Throws across the diamond. First out in the top of the 8th. Trey Turner now.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. And there's 2 away. So here is Bryce Harper. Swing and a ball popped up. Paredes under it. And that is that. And we're back. And here's the first baseman,
Leading off for
Christian
the
Walker.
Astros, first baseman, Christian
Nola
Walker.
back to work. And that's down and away. So he's back out to begin the 8th. Been a really nice outing for him so far, Singy.
He's thrown the ball really well. Kept hitters off balance, and he's been very efficient with that pitch count. But at this point, even though it's been relatively low, you start keeping an eye on it to make sure that he doesn't have any fatigue and injuring himself.
No action in the bullpen, though. Looks like they're going to let him stay out there. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Real Muto up with it. Fires to first. Gets him. One
Up
away
next
on a
for the
drop third strike.
Astros,
Still
catcher,
rolling to start the 8th. Just 5 more outs to get.
Diaz.
Oh, this one's hammered. And it's not coming.
There goes the perfect game.
There goes the bid in history. And there goes the perfect game of the homer. His 7th home run of the season. And they're on the board. It's 7-1. So 1 out, nobody on. So now the Astros designated hitter, John Singleton. The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
Makes the grab, 2 down. Here's the
Now
third baseman,
batting.
Isaac Paredes.
Third baseman,
That'll drive you crazy as a hitter if you let it. I mean, he
Isaac
couldn't have hit that ball more on the screws than he did, and yet he's got nothing to show for it.
0-1.
Hang with him. I know the feeling.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And that extends the inning.
All over that one right there. I really like
fielder,
that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he
That's a
liked, and he
ball.
got it done.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-2. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And that will end the inning. Back here in Houston, we go to the 9th. And now the right fielder, Nick Castellanos. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Up and
1-1.
in, look out.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Stott, the next to hit, takes ball one. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. Line drive, and it goes foul. Just foul. Castellanos on at first, nobody out. And there's the ball. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
Now pitching
Bennett Sousa, ready or not, in the game now after the injury.
And he's had a really hard time throwing strikes so far this season. His walk rate is up there among the worst in the league for relievers.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Byron Buxton stands in for the Phillies. Lays down a bunt to the right side. Not in time. He's safe. So first and second with one gone. And digging in for Philadelphia, Max Kepler. Liner, base hit. They hold him at third base, and now the bases are loaded. Weston Wilson digs in now. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Stays alive. The 0-2. Center field. Dubon going back on this one. Makes the grab. Runners tagging from second and third. The relay. Here's the Phillies catcher, JT Realmuto. He's already homered in this game. There's the strike up high. And it's 0-1. And that is out of play. Runners at the corners with 2 outs. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third.
That's a ball.
Pitch
Outside.
misses there. Now 1-2.
Two and two.
That one hammered center field. That's back. And it's gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they tack on 3. It's 11-1.
That pitch was intended to stay inside, but it leaked out over the middle of the plate. Hitter waited on it, and he connected just perfectly.
Edmundo Sosa stands in for the Phillies. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And that one moves his feet.
Nope, that's outside.
4 runs already in the frame here at the top of the ninth. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. And it remains 2-2. Inside, almost got him. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Diaz makes the catch, and that'll do it. Back here in Houston, last chance for the home team. Now it's the right fielder, Chas McCormick. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Tired or not, he's relentless with the way he pitches. He might be exhausted out there, but his stuff is still nasty.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Buxton makes the grab, 1 down. Jose Altuve up to hit here.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
1 down, base is empty. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Ripped to short. Tosses to first. And a couple of quick outs. Astros down to their last out. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Jeremy Pena. Hit to second, and this should do it. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Phillies take this one in a blowout.
Terrific job in this game. He scattered 2 hits and pretty dominant. Efficient with his pitch count. Got himself all the way to the finish line and finished what he started.
An 11-1 final. And the road team picks up the win and picks up a sweep. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
And yeah, we dominated. The only thing I regret is that high pitch to give that home run. I gave up another hit, but that was after I was already frustrated. So yeah, Noah had plenty of stuff to get the complete game, perfect game. I just screwed it up myself. So, and in the meantime, we're going to hit 2 home runs, went 4 for 5 with 5 RBIs. Solid offensive output, as well as his pitching. And yeah, it's just really disappointed. But I guess he tore them up, their pitching staff up, and we can go in the weekend feeling good after a sweep of the Astros. So, until next time, this is David B69. Oh, and by the way, I think it's here. No, it's not there. Game log. All the way to the bottom. You can see the pitching difficulty is Hall of Fame. Batting difficulty is also Hall of Fame, but for some reason they only show the pitching difficulty. But yeah, but I love that they show the perfect contact hits. There's only 2 of them the entire game, which is nuts. Anyways, until next time, this is David 69. I'm out. Have a great day, buddy. Peace.